Oh, hi! Welcome to Morning Blend. I'm Rachel Nicole Gold.
I'm Minnie Muska.
And we're glad that you could join us again today.
Thank you for tuning in.
I'd like to introduce another Annie classic. This one is called He Paints Cats. And for those of you who haven't seen it, we're going to be showing the video at the end of this.
Two reasons why we're doing He Paints Cats today. Number one, we've been getting some radio action.
Some radio play. This is great.
Which is super cool. And also, it's one of my most misunderstood songs. When I first started singing it, people thought it was about a guy running around with a paintbrush, chasing after cats to paint on the cats.
Seriously?
I
That's
know.
great.
Well, they paint poodles, don't they? Couldn't the SPCA come after us for promoting cat
In
painting?
today's world, you know, I would believe just about anything at this point.
No. We hear you've been painting cats. Okay. It was about a story that inspired me when I was going through some hard times myself. I was going through some really hard financial times. I worried, am I going to become homeless? Am I going to live out of my car? I came across an article in the human interest section of the Wall Street Journal, I think they call it Marketplace, about a man in his 80s who was homeless. And even though he was homeless and getting on in years, he did what he had done his entire life. He was a master painter and cats were his specialties. And he painted these beautiful, beautiful, colorful pictures of cats. And the man's name is James Miracatani. They've actually made a documentary about his life called The Cat Painter of Washington Square. And we'll post a link to the documentary.
Great idea.
At this video.
Can you tell the people a little bit about some of the feedback you've been getting over the years?
Well, I'm a cat lover, as most of us, I'm sure, are, right? And if you're not, well, you're missing a lot, because cats are pretty awesome.
They are.
I get cool gifts, you know, because people relate to the song so much. I did a show a couple years ago at the Herberger where I sang this song, and the show ran for 2 weeks, and one lovely woman came to the show a couple of times and brought me these cards. An artist not too far from here in Tucson does these beautiful paintings. Oh, that's from Trader Joe's. No, she didn't do that one. Okay. Marjorie Miller. She does these beautiful greeting card paintings. You know, my father was an artist for about 20 years after he retired. He was always an artist, but he got really, really into painting in his later years, and he didn't go anywhere without a sketchbook. One of the people who appeared in almost all of his paintings was the cat that I grew up with. And her name was Etwan Shirley. Here's one of the greeting cards that my father did. There's a cat at the bottom. I think it was Etwan Shirley.
Can you translate that for me? What does that mean in French?
You know, it's not French. I don't think it's French. I mean, it sounds French. But my father said in the newspaper business, when they had printing presses, I don't think they have printing presses anymore. When things would go crazy, the printing presses would start spewing out and acting weird. Someone would yell, "Etwan, Shirley, Etwan." I don't know, that's the story I was told, which I thought was kind of unfair because Shirley, that's what we called her.
Shirley?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was not crazy to us. She was a lovely, lovely cat. Although I didn't see this in person, but my mother said when she went to the vet for vacations, they had a sign on her cage. It said, "Beware, vicious cat." She wasn't a vicious cat at home. We never saw that side of her. But apparently the vets thought she was psycho.
But you know, to be fair,
Right?
that's one of the things I love about cats because they can turn on a dime. They'll be sitting on your lap purring,
Right?
and you'll be petting them, and the next thing you know, they're attacking your hand. There's something else that we should tell people about. We're going to be running a
Oh,
contest.
and with the prize. Do you
With the
wanna-
prize.
Do you want to show it
yes.
off?
Oh my gosh. That's so cute.
Okay, before you show it,
Yes.
I just want to say, looked on Amazon to find a good prize for our contest, and you know, we didn't want to spend like a lot of money, so we were looking for a cute cat toy, and I saw this, and I was so excited. It was like this giant red bird. It was so cool looking, and
Here, I'm
show
going to hold
the
the
real
cup
thing.
up for real size so you can see what the bird looks like. But on Amazon, it looked like...
I know, it was gigantic. It was fluffy. It was life size, right?
Yeah.
And it got really, really good reviews on Amazon. My cat can't put it down. This is my cat's favorite toy.
So how can people win this?
Okay, for the next 2 to 3 weeks, if you post a picture of your cat, either on the YouTube feed or on Facebook, and you know, if people comment on it or like it, the winner of the best cat photo as voted
Or the
by,
most popular.
or the most popular,
But when you say YouTube or Facebook feed,
right?
is that just any feed or is that our feed?
Well, yeah, if you post it on somebody else's feed, we might not see it, you
We
know?
wouldn't see it. This is... it's calling to somebody.
If you do win it, you know, please take a picture. We want to see your cat with this red bird.
There's a man in New York City out there living on the street. He's an artist and he paints all day, then he sells his work to eat. He paints cats. He paints cats in Washington Square. He paints cats. He paints cats every afternoon there. Every morning he sets his canvas up by the vendors in the park. Then he paints all day and he closes up before it gets too dark. And everyone around him says the world can be so cold and unfair. But he has his friends and he has his bench, and he doesn't seem to care. 'Cause he paints cats. He paints cats in Washington Square. He paints cats. He paints cats every afternoon. do to find some security. And I'm here to tell you firsthand that it isn't all it's cracked up to be. I'm thinking maybe it's time to make a change. I could move my piano there, and I will be an artist too, every day in Washington Square. In Washington Square. He paints cats. Every afternoon there.
If you like what we do, then please
Hit the subscribe button.
right.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for joining us.